Another thunderstorm. Loving it. Every afternoon the plants are getting watered with the thunderstorm. Sure where the dogs are finding all these skulls and skeletal remains that they keep bringing and I keep throwing away. Just put on another almost 2 rows of cordwood, so we're getting almost about halfway now. So let this sort of go off a bit, and yeah, and then I'll get back into that hole over there once it's just got to set just a little bit more. But really pleased with the cordwood. For the time being, my raised bed vegetable garden is looking like a vegetable garden again. Hopefully all these plant starts will take. The watermelon that are coming up, I want to try and train them to go over the side so that the watermelon will come out of the raised bed garden. But we'll see. If I put a lot of stuff in, something should be able to be harvested. And Steve has an exciting plan for my door. So all will be revealed shortly.
Right on.
So we've managed to cut down, using the towel cutter, the 2 green bottles and the 2 brown bottles. So I can now sing that song. I've got big bottles and I cannot lie. One big bottle to go into the wall. One big bottle to go into the wall. Let's hope it's not going to fall. Okay, so this is where we're thinking of placing these bottles in this cordwood wall. You can see how the light shines through. It's just stunning. So while Steve has been working on the mystery door project, Martin and I have been continuing with the cordwood wall, and you can see we've put in those big bottles. You can see how big those bottles are compared to that size beer bottle, but look how stunning with the light coming through it. Look at that. So we're busy mixing up a batch of cordwood mortar. So you can see it's 3 sand. For those wanting to try this mixture, it's 3 sand, 2 sawdust, 1 cement and 1 lime, and then you just add water in to get the right consistency. Mix it all up a little bit first before you add in the water. And in the meantime, you can see that's the finished one over there. And this wall, this section nearly done. Then the cordwood for the kitchen will be finished. Okay, right, adding in some water. So you want it the consistency that you can actually form it into a ball, like a bit like a snowball. That's what you're wanting to do. But it seems like Martin's trying to push the wheelbarrow right into me here. He's ferocious with his spade work, aren't you, Martin?
The human cement mixer.
You can see this is the consistency that you are looking for. So it's not too dry, not too wet. You're looking for the Goldilocks effect. It's got to be just right. So just lifted up 2 big logs that we are going to move into here. Martin's on the other side. When you're doing the cordwood, especially when you get up to the top, you can see that's where my mixture is there. I'm about to put on my gloves and climb up the ladder. But It's actually easiest to do with two people so that the one is working on the one side and the other one's working on the other side. Otherwise, you have to run around, and when it gets up high, you are up and down the ladder, running around and up and down the ladder on the other side. So our aim is to get this done today. You definitely get quicker at this the more you do it. Nearly done. But we're not going to make another mortar mixture. No, we're just going to use up what we got left and then let it set, because you don't want to go more than 2-3 rows until it sets or hardens or whatever the language is for it. Right, so on this beautiful morning, I'm going to be moving Maggie and Tim Tam from there, from that one, through to this pen with cinnamon bun and apple pie. That's the start. And then I have to move Cocoa Pop and Tim Tam from that further pen into this one with cheesecake. I think the pigs went well this morning. It's only Tundi is really good at herding, but sometimes if she runs in front, she actually herds them back to you. So you have to sort of like try and control her a little bit with that. But yeah, Cocoa Pop is definitely the last few weeks of her pregnancy. Mellow Puff, I don't know, and Cheesecake, I don't know, but I've just put them in here with Cocoa Pop, and I'll see if there's any progression with them if they are pregnant. I don't know, but Cocoa Pop is definitely pregnant, as you can see. She's getting heavier. She's in such great condition, actually both of them, and Mellow Puff as well, looking very good. Cheesecake, I don't know. You see, she's either very, very fat or she's pregnant, but she never seems to be having these babies, so I don't know. So she's hanging around here because we really can't tell. Pa's having a conversation with me this morning. She can't understand why she's not being moved. Apple pie and cinnamon bun, it's like, what happened? Why have we got 2 other people in our pen? Why aren't you moving us? We also want to move. Yes. This pig pen has lots and lots of oak trees in, which are all filled with acorns at the moment. So they'll be dropping onto the ground soon and the pigs will be snapping them up. So it's nearly 2 weeks since the biblical rain. I decided to come and look to see if my water mine is still holding water, and it's still the same level as after the biblical rain. I think just most of the mud that was in the water has sunk to the bottom now, but it's nice and full. Chainsaw action here in the background is Steve cutting up pine trees to use as firewood. You can see how Steve has set up camp in the olive grove. The neighbors are also busy with their chainsaw at the moment, as you can hear. Right, we're making plans with this chicken coop now, this half-built chicken coop, to see how we can finish it off, and thinking about whereabout we're going to put the fencing around it, because we're not going to get posts in over here. As you can see, it's granite. So got to just think how we're going to do the posts. And yep, chicken coop. Where are the dogs finding all these skulls? Look how beautiful this sunset is.
Faster than